Okay, this is JBHUD09, and this is my Explore Space on Amish Paradise SMP. These are the base rules. Read and know the friend list. Don't touch anything without permission. Don't bring any friends without permission. Be respectful of others in the base. Help out with basic chores, farming, mining, etc. Explore's word is law. Do not enter others' areas without their permission. Stealing is not okay. Basically, don't be a dick and you'll be fine. Through these vines, you'll find the entrance to the base. This is a little park that I built because I like underground forests and I like water features like fountains and waterfalls, and I like glowstone a lot. There's a little pond, bench, tables. That's the tree farm, melon farm on the other side of that. On the other side of the wall is wheat. This entire base was built around this location of mine shafts and caves because of these this awesome arrangement of spawners that spawn turned into a grinder. There are 3 cavies, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see the zombie up there. There's also a 4th cavie that you can only use if someone else is on and wants to stand there for you. I'm thinking of moving the brewing stands over there so they actually have something to do while they're over there. Basically, as the grinder evolved, it became a work area too. Explore needed a place to put stuff, so we put random chests, and then we moved them into this. You have the furnaces. You have the incinerator, which I designed. You do that to get rid of it, and if you mess up if there's something you don't want to lose in, you push that button. This is just to keep things from spawning in there, because as you can tell, it's pretty dark, and that's to keep the light levels in the spawners when they're on off pretty low, so the spawn rate doesn't suffer. And everything is half slabs almost, just to keep things from spawning on them. You push the master control button, which I wired up. Splorf did all the individual wiring. There's another wire that goes way over there and up along the tubing for the 5th spawner that connects over there. This is when you hit the master control, all 5 spawners turn on. See how they all started spawning. That was my roommate leaving. Spiders get moved through the piping and drop down there onto the fence. I think it's 14 block fall. Don't quote me on that. You come up through here or use the water elevator over there. The zombies are spawning over there. They get moved over, drop down, which is that glass tube right there, and then they get moved up right there, and then they move over here. You have a mushroom here, so you don't have to waste food when you're grinding. You have a bunch of mushrooms up here to replace that one if anything should happen to it, but hopefully it won't. I did the soul sand up here because the sky, or the ceiling, we call it the sky because we wanted it, I don't know, this was just the design. I chose soul sand because my idea behind it was that if you look at it from below, it looks like when the grinder approaches the sky, it erodes it away. The only thing above the sky would be like lost souls. This spawner is actually pretty close to the surface, so did some major terraforming to make it so you couldn't hear it when it was running. We use stone swords. These gates are just so the mobs don't push you around when they glitch out. Use stone swords to kill them. They're all one-hit kills, and it can get you if there's not a lot of lag, can get you to level 50 in under half an hour. The enchanting table is down there, so if you want to, you can enchant something and just go through, so that when you're trying to get your enchantment, you can still you can let the mobs build up, and then you're ready to go again, basically. Before we put this bar in, actually, things would spawn here, and the snow golem would throw stuff at them. It was really funny if it was a zombie, because it would just keep going and going and going, and it would never end. This is the route to the 5th spawner, and here it is. You just turn it on. That's what to turn it on by it by itself. You can see they come toward me, and then they go down there and around. Over here you can see my area. You can see my dog down there. All wool, black and red, because I like black and red. Another ladder to do maintenance. This is another water elevator. This side of the base is mycelium, and these are pistons with glowstone underneath them. This is an inverted mushroom, another one that Splorf did. I like the brown one the best. I think it looks really cool. This is the nether room, which I did. Splorf did the glowstone chandelier and the window. And just a little piece of the nether and the overworld. Oh, and mining netherrock with efficiency 4 or efficiency 5 is way too much fun. That is an ice sculpture built by Splorf. It's just a ball with glowstone and half slabs in it. This is an Escher knot built by Splorf completely out of snow. This is an ice sculpture, not sculpture, water elevator built by Splorf too. I basically just cleared a lot of stuff, and I did a lot of refining on the walkways and railings and stuff. You can go into the Escher, and it's endless if you walk in it, because it just connects to itself over and over again. You know, we sometimes get slimes spawning in here, and if they're giant slimes, they can barely move, and it's really funny. See the grinder through the window. All of those wolves are Splorf's, because there's an island near us that had a bunch of wolves on it. Oh, here's the other room. And he just had a field day with that. That noise in the background is people in the hall or the room next to me. This is Wall of Friends. It's basically just a list of people who are allowed in the base. This is a wall of furnaces and chests. All of these chests, except for these two, are completely full of cobblestone. This button reveals a path to maintenance tunnels. Over here there are two more cavey spawners. We didn't hook them up because it would be too much of a problem to do it, because you have to have two people over here for them to work, because they're not close enough to be triggered by the same person. And it's kind of dangerous back here because sometimes the cavies will randomly spawn in midair and chase you. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me this time. Over here is, well, down here is the reed farm from when Splorf first moved in. I added the lily pads. And up here this is underneath my area. And over here are the chests that I used when Bugsy x-rayed my base and I had to leave. There really isn't anything left in there, they're just kind of empty. This is part of one of the ravines that was intersecting with the other three. Just remnants of the mine shafts and cave systems that were here before we did all this. Oh, I'm low on hunger. I like walking around back here because it shows you the behind the scenes type things, like what used to be here and how much. I really wish I had some before and after shot. Well, I have after shots, but before shots to show how much this entire area has just been changed. This is Splorf's old base, kind of forgotten. A couple mushrooms, some chests, just enough wheat to make bread after each harvest, and there's this mine. We don't really mine from the base anymore, we just kind of go to warps and then go a few thousand blocks away and then dig down and mine. And we filled up most of the mines here with smooth stone, so hopefully no one will find our base that way. I just gotta get out of here really quick. We went through so many picks clearing this whole area. Over here is Vineman's area. I always forget about these signs. He used to have snowmen in here, but since he doesn't want his house to keep being blown up because creepers would spawn and the snowmen would antagonize them, he's since stopped building them. This is the Rainbow Room, or Rainbow Factory, whatever he calls it. And this is the auto farm that he built. And we kind of don't use our little farm anymore because that's a lot better. By itself, it doesn't trigger the drop clear, but if there are other drops lying around, it almost always does. Don't release the snowmen because they'll just screw up everything. And the last thing I have to show you is something that Dragon Tell built before he became a mod. We still have to finish whatever decide what he was trying to do and finish it. That the gates usually were kept closed because there was a snow golem in here, but it disappeared. I'm not really sure what he was planning to do here, so we don't really know how to finish this. And we have a bunch of huge cave system back here, and it's just I haven't seen the entire cave system, and neither has Splorf. Oh, these are to contain the slime chunks so the slimes don't drive us crazy. And that is really it. That's our base. I hope you like it, and if you find it and don't destroy it or tell anyone where it is, you're welcome to use the grinder whenever you want. Or build your own section. But I'm not sure how much longer the map will be here. So, I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you could tell, I hate talking when being recorded, so my voice sounds a little weird. And just, yeah.